Hey everybody, Ian back. Hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. This is going to be part of my book or not bookshelf DVD movie collection tour. But right now I'm going to just show you all the TV series that I have on that collection, so we just wipe those out right away. With this stack here, this is just the first seasons or one of the part of the seasons. I'm not going to show because I've got all the seasons of all these books, these movie or TV shows I've had. So it's quite a stack. So they do take up a few shelves. So we're just going to show just us. Unless you guys want to, just let me know if you want me to show you the entire, uh, you know, seasons of Game of Thrones and all that stuff. But just know when I show this one, I do have all the seasons. Unless you want me to show it, and in that case, I will make a separate video, and I will show you all the covers to the other seasons. But there's not too much. I mean, or not. They're not much. I mean, it's just like it'll just say, season 3 of this TV show that I have. Anyway, let's get into it. The first is with one exception because these cases are fucking cool. I will show those off. But let's get started here. Like I said, with exception, this Stranger Things stuff. This is season 1, but look at this. If hopefully a lot of people remember these. I can't get it out. God darn it. Here we go. So it's a videotape. So there, season 1, and then it opens up somehow. Here we go. Click this, and then there they are right there. But and then on the back too. I mean, look at this. Look at this detail. This looks like an actual VHS tape, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And then the back, it's classic like horror film style. Going to the video stores. Just the one picture, then the description. And yeah, I mean, VHS right there. I mean, looks like it even got like a fake serial number right here. Maybe. I don't know if that's fake. Anyway, so that's pretty dang cool, huh? Yeah. And this is the second season. I'm curious what they're going to do with the third season. But see, this is another old school like Hawkins video. It's got the same thing. But it doesn't have a tape. The tape is in there, but it doesn't come out. But it's got that just cool old school videos. Moving on, Fargo. I've got all the seasons here. If you guys don't, this is kind of like a crime drama, I guess. They're awesome. Third season was okay. I didn't even finish the third season. It wasn't okay. So I'm looking forward to the fourth season, but second season definitely is number 1. If you've seen the old Fargo movie, it doesn't really. It's not like a sequel or anything. It's just and then with these seasons, they're anthology seasons, so you don't have to watch them. There's little Easter eggs, like if you watch them in order, stuff like that. There is a character in there that keeps showing up, but that's the Fargo seasons. I have the complete series of Reno 911. Hilarious. I think this is 6 seasons in this little case. Just especially now with the shit we're in, it's good to just throw some comedy on, just to get through these quarantine days, if you will. Falling Skies, awesome. Its executive producer is Steven Spielberg. This is basically aliens attack Earth, and basically it's just an all-out war. But I believe there's 5 seasons. The 5th season is garbage because I think they got canceled, and then they just decided, like, okay, we're just gonna put all this stuff together just to complete the series. I think it was supposed to go for 7. The Office. This is the greatest comedy in my opinion. This is just comfort comedy. I throw this on just to feel good. Interesting fact I just learned a couple days ago. I can't remember where I learned it, but Steve Carell didn't actually want to leave the series. He just threw out season 7, and nobody talked him out. Like when they asked him, like in season 3, like how long do you think The Office will go? He said season 7, and so they just decided like, oh, he's going to leave in season 7, and the NBC producers just like they didn't extend him a contract or anything like that because they thought he wanted it out. In reality, he wanted to stay on and do it. He thought they were kind of sick of him and stuff like that. I guess that's what I heard. So, what things could have been, but this is great. It's a take on. So there's stuff outside. It's a take on the BBC Office, which I've seen a few episodes, but so I'm a little biased. I like this a lot. Of course, Game of Thrones season 8. Um, uh, it was great. This is the best TV show of all time, and I know that the 7th season, not 7th, this season, 8th season, was a letdown for a lot of people, and myself included. I was let down. In my opinion, season 8 had the best television, or it had the best TV the best episode ever in episode 3, and then the worst episode ever, which was the last one. Um, I probably will watch it again because it is great. Seasons 1 through 6, I believe, are just superb. Season 7, you can see it going downhill because the guys didn't have a whole lot to work with because there's no more books after that. So I guess they didn't have anything to work with, and this was a letdown. But still the greatest television show of all time. I highly recommend it. Go watch it if you have not seen it. Another one I love Walking Dead. It's every season's a roller coaster. Like it has the low points and it's got the high, and then it always somehow reels me back in. I do hope I want them to wrap this up though pretty quick within the next couple of seasons, just because everyone's leaving and stuff like that. It's just not the same stuff. The guy who created the TV show, the guy who did the TV show, he wants it to go on. He wants it to go on like a soap opera where, like what's The Young and the Restless? I don't watch soap operas, but isn't that going on for like 30 years or something like that? They just keep on, he wants the kids to grow up and be the stars and then he wants their kid. He'll hire another actor to. It's just yeah, And they definitely got away from the main cast in this in the first few seasons, and that's what I miss. I miss all the main cast and stuff like that. So we'll see. Sons of Anarchy, great show, great show, great show. Some of the characters are pretty damn annoying though, but that's what makes you hate them. What makes you love them, all that stuff. But if you don't know this, it's just a motorcycle gang. And just their adventures. Hilarious. Modern Family. This one, they're on the 8th season, final season. I haven't been watching it. It did kind of burn out. I kind of don't care anymore, but the first like 6 of this stuff was cocaine to me. I loved eating that stuff up, but yeah, I'm not really watching it anymore. The Last Ship, another one that I got canceled too soon, or they said they were canceling, so they just kind of threw the 5th season together, and it was just garbage. But the first 3 seasons are amazing. 4th season's okay. This is one of my favorite series of all time, probably right behind Game of Thrones, Justified. And this one ended perfectly. All the seasons are great. Timothy Olyphant is awesome. I love his acting. I'll watch anything he's in. I really enjoyed Santa Clarita Diet before Netflix canceled it. So go watch that, but just know that there's going to be no payoff for it. But Justified, definitely, really highly recommend. I believe there's 6 seasons. Let's see, 2, 4, 6 seasons. and it wraps up beautifully. It does not have a disappointing end. It's awesome. Gotham, another one that I did not see the fifth season just because I thought the fourth season wrapped it up fine, and then and then I watched a few of the fifth seasons, I should say, and there was a bunch of time jumps and all that stuff, and I didn't finish it. But the first four of these are pretty damn good. For network television, I say it's network television. I don't watch a whole lot of dramas on network television. Comedies, I'll eat up. This is awesome. Haven't seen the fifth season. Looking forward to getting that one. Is it fifth? Well, no, sixth season that's out right now. So here's season one of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's kind of like The Office. It is produced by Mike Schur and Dan Gore. I don't know, who did The Office. So it's kind of like The Office with police force stuff. Banshee. Banshee had 4 seasons. Fourth season was a little but the first 3 of these are amazing. Especially the second season. Second season is one of the best seasons I've ever seen. Banshee is basically, and it's perfect for what I love. I like small town. So a guy comes to a jewel thief, I should say. He comes to this town of Banshee in search of his former lover, and this isn't a spoiler because it says right on the back here. Um, um, he runs into the sheriff that's coming to town as well. He apparently I can't remember what happened to the old sheriff, but the new sheriff comes to town. He gets killed right away, and the jewel thief, being a con artist, assumes his identity, and he's not a cop, so he does things a little unconventionally, like beats the shit out of people when he's not supposed to, but he justifies it because he's a police officer and all that stuff. Um, but it's awesome. It's awesome, and just how the town of Banshee reacts to all this stuff. Oh, also there's of course there's a local bad guy who he has his hands in all the businesses. He runs it all and stuff like that. And it's kind of set in an Amish style community as well. There's a bunch of Amish around and stuff like that. Hilarious, Big Bang Theory. This gets a lot of shit. I know. I like it. I think it's great. But I've got all 12 seasons. Awesome. If you're looking for just another lighthearted comedy, just nerd stuff. But it does get crapped on a lot. I haven't seen the whole. I have the whole series, but it's just I don't want, because you can watch the first season of Spartacus, Blood and Sand. It's kind of like a mini series. You can watch the first season of this and not watch it at all. The other 3 seasons. This is great. That's kind of why I liked it. I did watch the first. I don't think I've seen all of season 4, just because this was amazing, and I thought they should have been just like that. Boom, done. If you guys don't know this, they had a second season, but it was going to be a prequel when it was supposed to continue off on this where this one ends. But Andy Whitfield here, he died from cancer right after filming. So they had to scramble. They got in the second season. I don't. It's down there somewhere. Second season, they decided to do a prequel with another character, and then they did that just to see what was going on. And then season 3, they got somebody who looks just like him to take over. So it was a sad story. Andy Whitfield was amazing as Spartacus, and I can't remember who got the role after him. But season 3 was okay, and then season 4, like I said, I stopped watching it. I don't know, maybe just because I was worn out. But in my opinion, they could have stopped at season 1 and just had a little mini series, and it would have been awesome. Another one, we have Westworld, and this one started out with a bang, and it just kind of puttered out in the first season, so I didn't pick up the second season. I don't have HBO Now right now, so, or is it called HBO Max now? Whatever. I might watch them again. I don't know. It was a slog fest. The first few episodes were great, and then it just kind of slogged. Last 2, here, I'll show this one first because it's the first one. Band of Brothers, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg had a hand in all this stuff. It's just about a group of a platoon or a squad I don't remember what they really call them. Just their adventures in the World War II German side, and then of course the second one, the Pacific. The interesting thing about this, if they released this one first, and I watched it, basically the same thing, a platoon of soldiers, but this time on the Eastern Front, fighting all the island hopping, fighting Japan. If they would have released this one first, I would have liked it 100% more. It's just because they released Band of Brothers first, which was over the top, and they could not hit that level again with the Pacific. It's a good series, but it does not live up to Band of Brothers. That's why I don't think I liked it as much. Um, but if they were released this one first, and then Band of Brothers was second season or whatever they call miniseries, it would have been a whole lot. I don't know how they could have topped this. And then they came with Band of Brothers, and boom, that's all I got. Y'all have a good one.